What is going on, everyone? How we doing? How are we doing? Is everything working? Am I looking all right? I've been trying to play around with this video quality tonight, but I don't know. Does it look all right for you guys? Are we good? Everything good? So yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to play around with some video stuff, but this will be fine for tonight. Like I'm using my camera, and I'm using this little thing where I can plug my camera into my computer and use it as a webcam. So this is right now probably the best I can do. I'm gonna have to play around with some settings, but overall I'm liking the experience of this. I'm using Streamlabs OBS. It's so much easier to use this. Because if my camera might be focusing in and out tonight, I don't know. I was trying to play with it, but I don't know what's going on. Let me take one quick second. Let me go work on that camera a little bit. Hold on one second. That might be a little better. I think. I mean, I don't know. As of right now, I think I'm just going to leave it as is. Most importantly, though, we're going to talk some baseball tonight. We got Astros Dodgers, and actually, I don't know if anyone else is having this problem. Is right now I got some tennis on TV. Not sure why I have tennis, but are they? I'm guessing these two guys are right at the end of their match here, so I'm guessing it's going to go to Astros Dodgers here in a little bit. Um, but yeah. Well, while we wait for this what looks like a really good tennis match, while we wait for this to end, let's kind of catch up on everything going on. But yeah, how's everyone doing? We got James here, we got Jackson here, we got Blobfish here, we got Mitchell here. Hello, we got Bernard here. Hello, hello. Aiden is here. Alrighty. Yeah. So okay, U.S. Open. U.S. Open. All right, sounds good. Um, But yeah, but we got a lot of baseball stuff going on today. If you guys took a look at my thumbnail, I decided to get a little fun with the thumbnail, and I mean we got stuff going on all over the league. So let me just get everything all set here. Hold on. Alrighty. All right, so bear with me tonight. I'm gonna be kind of trying to play around with this tonight. So let's take a look. Let's see if this works. I'm hoping this works. Let's see if this works. We're going to be sharing my screen. Let's take a look. Can we hear me now? Can we hear me now? I hate everything. I am so sorry, everyone. I cannot believe I just did all that talking. Oh my God. I just did all that. I just did all this talking for nothing. So as I said earlier, I am using a new streaming. Well, I'm still using the same thing. I'm using Streamlabs OBS, but yeah, I'm not using the mobile version. So please bear with me tonight. I am going to do my best here tonight to try and figure this out. I've been playing around with this for the last couple hours, I've been watching YouTube tutorials and everything. Yeah, it's definitely a learning process for me. So please bear with me tonight. I don't even know where I was. Yeah, how does the mic sound to everyone here? How does the microphone sound? How does the microphone sound? Everything sound okay? Cool. All right. I'm very sorry about that, everyone. I'm very, very sorry. Anyway, let's start fresh here. We're waiting on the Dodgers and the Astros. So we got a good pitching matchup tonight. Well, I don't know if necessarily call it a good pitching matchup, but watching Brusdar Gratterall is always fun. And we got Zach Greinke pitching tonight for the Astros. So that's going to be good. The Braves and Nationals today. Braves, they just keep on hitting. Their offense is just carrying them this year. Braves, they just keep finding ways to win games. So with that offense, they're just hitting all over the place. Right now, I believe they're a top 3 offense in the league when it comes to runs scored. But most of all, they got to Max Scherzer today. Max Scherzer did make some history today. Struck out 10 batters. I believe that now puts him 5th or 6th all time, maybe 7th. I'm not quite sure. I forgot who he passed today, but he did make some history today for most 10 strikeout games. So good on Scherzer, but overall not a great day for Scherzer. So he gave up the 6 runs there on 9 hits. So they had Wright going for the Braves today. He pitched pretty well. But right now, you just got the Braves hitting all over the place. You got Freddie Freeman with a couple of hits today. Why does my screen keep doing that? We got Darno doing pretty good. We got Albies. He had a couple RBIs on a home run today. I got Albies on my fantasy team, so good on Albies. So that definitely helped me out today, that's for sure, as I'm trying to make the playoffs. James, what does that mean, reverb? Oh, I see what you're saying. Hold on one second. You know what? I'm just gonna stick around here with you guys. I'm gonna stick around and try and fix these problems here. How does that sound? Does this sound better? Yeah, that sounds better. Okay, so the problem I was having, I had my microphone. I had another microphone on at the same time as my main microphone. I apologize, everyone. We're having a rough time here tonight so far, but yeah, I think we got it okay. All right, and my stream is a little delayed on my end, so all right. Now I think we can get to some baseball. Now I think we're doing all right. So here we go. Let's see now. We were at the Nationals, Braves. Like I said, Braves, they keep on hitting. So we're moving on. Yankees, Orioles. Yankees, they just keep on winning. The Yankees just keep on winning. They have been just beating up the Orioles lately. But this is what the Yankees need. They need wins. They need to just get that mojo back. I still personally think the Yankees are a talented team. I really do think they're still one of the better teams in the American League. Sure, they went down to 500 at one point, but now they're just clicking on all cylinders. They've won 5 straight games. I believe that's 5 straight games. But yeah, good game for the Yankees today. Good pitching, good hitting. So starting for the Yankees today, they had Happ, and Happ actually pitched a pretty decent game today. 5 innings, 1 earned. So good on J.A. Happ today. Ottavino, he came out of the bullpen today. He has been struggling a little bit lately. He had a disaster of an outing just a few days ago. Gave up a few, about 5 or 6 runs. But yeah, the bullpen pitching great today. This is where I think the Yankees are a little forgotten here, is how good their bullpen is. The bullpen has been struggling this year a little bit, but right now, the Yankees, they're playing well as of late. I am not sure why this screen keeps jumping back up to the top for me. But anyway, but as for the Yankees today, they got their runs from Torres. So they had a home run from Wade. Torres had a 2-run double. So good enough for the Yankees today. They're playing well as of late. But sticking in the division here, my Red Sox, which I cannot stand. Why are the Red Sox winning? Red Sox, if you're listening to me right now, for some reason, if you're one of the 14 people in this chat, Red Sox, you have got to start losing games. You cannot be winning games. It is pointless. You're out of it. Lose games. I want a top 2 pick. Top 2. I want to get either a Kumar Rocker or a Jack Leiter. We need one of those guys. Red Sox, please, just tank it. Tank it, man. That's all I ask. Anyway, but the Red Sox today, overall, they did play a good game. Vasquez, he had a home run today, which he is on my fantasy team. So Vasquez right now, he is he's looking pretty good lately. He is hitting a bit in the past few days. Yeah, Devers, he got an RBI today, 3 for 5. Devers has been absolutely heating up lately. There was at one point, I believe he was hitting around like 220 or so. But now he's all the way up to 289 on the year. So already back up to an 870 OPS. So Devers, he is really doing well lately. Bradley Jr., he's been on a bit of a hot streak lately, hitting 264 overall now on the year. But Bradley's been getting a lot of hits lately. So, but yeah, with the Rays today, they had Charlie Morton starting, so he has been kind of working back from those bit of shoulder inflammation that he was having. But, really overall not the most effective today. Gave up the home run, but the bullpen couldn't really lock it down. Fairbanks took the loss there. So, but Martin Perez, he has really been pitching well enough to where I think, I was doubting Martin Perez prior to this season, and Martin Perez, he has been overall pretty decent on the year. If we go to Martin Perez here, let's go to Martin Perez on Fangraphs. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at how everything is looking for Martin Perez. So Martin Perez so far on the year, ERA, okay, so I guess when you look deeper into the numbers, he's maybe not pitching as good. He's got a 4.40 ERA. Well, actually, did that just go down today? Okay, that has not updated yet. So Fangraphs is yet to update. But going into the start, he had a 5.20 FIP, a 5.65 xFIP. Not great at all, really. But, not really striking out many guys, kind of a little high on the walk. So, but Martin Perez, I do wonder, he does have a team option for cheap next year. So I wonder if the Red Sox exercise that option and bring him back maybe as like a 5th starter next year, 4th or 5th starter. So I think honestly, if he can pitch like this and out of the 4th or 5th spot in a much better rotation next year, I think Martin Perez, he can end up having a spot on this team. But I digress here. Going back to the scores. So it looks like the U.S. Open here is coming to a close. It looks like, I think. So, but moving on. So Phillies, I just did a video on the Phillies yesterday. The Phillies are just very inconsistent as of late. It seems like they get on track and then they just get off track. So right now the Phillies and the Marlins, they are just in a tight race for second place in that National League East. Behind the Braves. My prediction on the Phillies to win that NL East, that is growing slimmer by the day. But as for the Marlins today, they got some good pitching today from Sixto Sanchez. 7 innings. Yes, it was a shortened doubleheader game. But overall, though, 7 innings from Sixto Sanchez. 4 strikeouts today, a few walks, but only give up the 1 run on the 3 hits. Overall, the Marlins, I could think they could be a sneaky team that could maybe make it past that wild card round, that best out of 3 round. Possibly. I mean, right now with the Marlins, they got good pitching, and if this pitching can be right by that time, this Marlins team, I would watch out, especially when you got a guy like Sixto Sanchez who's just been nasty as of late. So, what is going on, Davis Bluff? What is going on? But yes, let's go back here. Moving on, sticking with the Marlins, but moving on at the same time, they won both games today against the Phillies. 8 runs, only gave up 1 run against the Phillies today. Right now, Garrett today, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, struck out 6. They're getting great pitching. Eflin did not have a great day today. 4 innings, 4 runs allowed, but the offense today was clicking in this game. Jesus Aguilar, a couple RBIs today. Rojas, a couple RBIs. Rojas now, he's back in full swing, and he's actually having a pretty good year. 359 average, 990 OPS. Did miss a lot of time there, but Starling Marte today, 3 for 4. Starling Marte's been a pretty nice addition here for the Marlins. So this Marlins team, no one expected this. No one expected 23 and 21 on the year. So moving on, Kansas City, they blew out the Pirates today. So the Pirates, they keep on just losing games. They're looking to get that Kumar Rocker pick in the 2021 draft. And as for the Royals today, I mean, yeah, losing season so far, but the Royals, they've been getting some really good pitching as of late. So another good performance today, a complete game shutout from Keller. The Royals today have just been getting some great pitching. Let's go to that Royals pitching staff. They have been pretty decent on the year. Let's go to the starters for the Royals. It's not going to be great overall, but the Royals have been getting some good performances, especially as of late. Where are the Royals here? Where are the Royals? I mean, they ranked 26th on the year, but they have been getting some decent starts as of late. Brady Singer, he pitched very well in his last start. Brady Singer here, he pitched 8 innings of shutout ball, 8 strikeouts in his last start. He's had a couple rough starts prior to that, but he pitched really well yesterday. Another good start today. So I think the Royals, couple years, you're going to see an excellent pitching staff. So especially with Asa Lacy, eventually, if he can come up in the next few years, that Royals pitching staff could be nasty. But moving on, Minnesota with another win today. Look out for the Twins. They have reached the 30-win mark. But the Twins, they just keep on winning games. If we go to the Twins here, let's go to the Twins. Going to the Twins, how have they been doing in their last 10 games? So 8-2 in their last 10 games. They've won 3 straight. They are gunning for that division. I picked them to win the division this year. And in my bold predictions live stream not too long ago, I had Minnesota being able to overcome that deficit in the division. At the time, I believe they were 2.5 back. But right now with the Twins, I really think they're gonna get that division. But it's close to the White Sox. They're playing good baseball as of late as well. So moving on, we had, but again, going to the White Sox. The White Sox, they won again today, beating the Tigers 5-2. Let's take a look at how that went. They had Stever going today. It looked like an opener kind of a game, but only gave up a run there. So the bullpen locked it down today. Middle relief coming in, getting the scoreless innings here. Cishek gave up the run there, but Colomb came in and locked it all down for the White Sox. So, but probably the biggest story of today, the Cubs no-hitter today. Alec Mills today. What a performance, legendary performance, a no-hitter on the day. So both no-hitters this year come from pitchers from Chicago, one from the Cubs, one from the White Sox. What a game for the Cubs today. Huge momentum boost for the playoffs coming up. Cincinnati winning a game. Cincinnati, they're still somehow hanging around in that division. They have been a huge disappointment this year, but they get the win. The Cardinals are in a position here to try and get into the postseason. And I think the Reds as well. If we go to the postseason standings at the moment, right now, you are seeing this Cardinals team. They are in second place. This Reds team, they could sneak in. So if we take a look here, the Reds, they are currently in fourth. So Milwaukee's right there. Milwaukee, they could end up jumping up into this spot. Milwaukee's, they're 2 back. Cincinnati, they're 2.5 back. And the Cardinals, as of right now, surprisingly enough, the Cardinals are the number 6 seed because they're second place in the Centrals. And so as of right now, they're the worst second place team. But this Brewers team and this Reds team, they're not out of it by any means. So really look out for the Reds and look out for the Brewers. So, if this Cardinals team, they're just playing just complete 500 baseball in the year. They still have quite a few games to make up. But yeah, so very interesting division. Texas taking it from Oakland today. Oakland recently losing Matt Chapman for the rest of the season. Big loss there for the A's, I think, personally. So yeah, not good here. 6-3 loss to the Rangers. Not a good team this year. Toronto, they keep finding ways to win games with this team. They're exceeding expectations, at least in my opinion. They had some good players coming into this year, but I don't think a lot of people saw them being at least playing to this level. And they're playing very good. Ryu getting the start today, 6 innings, 1 earned, 7 strikeouts on the day. Ryu has been, in my opinion, worth that contract so far. He has been just huge for the Blue Jays. Angels getting the win today against the Rockies. The Rockies, they're trying to make the postseason. They were off to a great start, but right now they are on the outside looking in, right behind that 8 seed with the Giants. Moving on, the Mariners taking it. Look at the Mariners. The Mariners right now, they find themselves right there. I mean, yeah, they're a bit out here, but who would have thought the Mariners would be 4.5 back at this point from the last wild card spot? I mean, hey, with the Mariners right now, I mean, anything's possible at this point. They are 7-3 in their last 10 games. They've won a couple in a row, so look out for the Mariners. So right now, and then moving on here, Mike Clevinger today getting a big start for the Padres today. It was a doubleheader game, I believe. So yes, it was a 7-inning game today, but Clevinger, he did pitch technically a complete game. So good outing for Mike Clevinger today. Going to the box score. Clevinger with a solid start, probably his best start in a Padres uniform so far. Like I said, 7 innings, 2 hits, only 2 hits allowed, 7 strikeouts. So maybe Clevinger, he was just trying to get himself comfortable here in San Diego, trying to, work with a new catcher and whatnot. But yeah, Clevinger, his best start so far in a Padres uniform, but, tough loss for the Giants too. The Giants, they're right there for the postseason as well. They're in the 8th spot, playing 500 ball in the year. The Giants have been a bit of a surprise. So overall, great day for the Padres. They have just been playing some great baseball as of late. Padres right now, they have won 6 straight games. They are hot, 8-2 in the last 10 games, and right now they are only 2.5 back. 2.5 back of the Dodgers. So they are right there. Dude, the Padres and the Giants, the Padres and the Dodgers, do they play? I'm sure they have at least one more series, I would imagine. Going to the Padres' schedule here, they got to have one more series against the Dodgers, I would think. No, they don't have any. Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Starting tomorrow, that's going to be a big series here. Dodgers, Monday through Wednesday, this is going to be a huge series, especially if the Dodgers end up losing tonight's game. That will put the Padres 2 games behind the Dodgers. So that is going to be absolutely crazy if the Padres are going to be in striking distance of the division. Could you imagine they go to L.A., or L.A.'s coming to them, actually, and could you imagine if L.A. comes to San Diego and the Padres sweep them and then they take over the division? That would be absolutely insane. And that would put, at least according to my calculations, that would make the Padres the top seed. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting series here. This is for the division, honestly. If the Dodgers sweep this, And then that's pretty much all said and done. But if the Padres, if they sweep this series, they'll be a game up. So this is a big, big series here. So that's going to be fun, very fun to watch. That could be a possible National League Championship preview. So I'm very excited. That's going to be fun. Moving on, I believe we're almost caught up on the scores here. And that is all for the scores. So here, let me switch back here. Am I going to do this correctly? All right, here we go. Look at the production. All righty. I do have to work with this camera a little bit. I'm noticing it's looking a little slow. I'm not sure why. I'm noticing it kind of does the auto zoom, or not the auto zoom, the auto focus a little bit. So I am going to work on this. So bear with me tonight. I do apologize. But we have some good news. As soon as I got caught up with all the scores, we got baseball on the TV. So we got Dodgers, we got Astros. But there was one thing that I left out. I forgot to mention Albert Pujols today tied Willie Mays in home runs. So let me actually go back to my screen here. Let me go back. Angels. So the Angels did win this game today against the Rockies. I completely forgot to mention this. But Pujols making history. 660 home runs. He is now tied for 5th all time with Willie Mays. So that is a huge, huge milestone today. So one more, and that will put him solely in 5th place for the most home runs of all time. So, but yeah, awesome from Pujols today. Pujols, let's actually take a look at how he is doing on the year. I haven't really kept up with Pujols too much. I haven't kept up with the Angels too much at all because the Angels just can't win games. So Pujols right now, only hitting 237, a 698 OPS, but not a great season for Pujols, but at least he's here making some history. I mean, in all honesty, I think the Angels, that's kind of one of the reasons they brought him in on that big contract in the first place. They knew he was going to get up there. I mean, I'm sure they would have loved to have fans in the stands. If they had fans coming to the ballpark, they would have, I think, been making a lot of money off of Albert Pujols chasing history. But right now, let's actually take a look at the all-time home run leaders. The all-time home run leaders. So right now, Albert Pujols, he is tied with Willie Mays. Oh, Baseball Reference has not updated it, but they are now tied. So Albert Pujols will have Alex Rodriguez in front of him. So Pujols, he has 660, while Alex Rodriguez has 696. So Alex Rodriguez with 36 home runs ahead of Pujols. Now, I'm not sure if he has if he's gonna pass that. I don't know. I'm not sure how much Pujols has left. I don't know. I believe his contract is up. I believe after next season. So I don't think Pujols is gonna catch A-Rod. I would imagine Pujols is probably gonna retire after next season. I think next year will be his farewell tour. I don't think he's gonna retire after this season. I mean, he still has a year left on his contract. But Albert Pujols, I'd imagine next year is going to be his farewell tour. I believe, yes, he's a free agent in 2022. So Pujols, definitely some history today. It would have been great if there were some people in the stands to be able to watch that. That's really too bad. But hey, who knows? Maybe he can somehow go off next year and claim 4th place among the all-time home run leaders. So he's got 39 to go as of right now. He still has some time. Maybe he can hit a few more, put himself a little closer. But as of right now, it's looking like Alex Rodriguez will hang on to that 4th spot. But who knows if these guys will ever get past, especially with a guy like Albert Pujols retiring soon. I don't know if anyone will ever pass these guys. I mean, that seems very far-fetched at the moment. 762 home runs all time. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Mike Trout could make a run for that. That's definitely possible. But yeah, who do you put? Let's have you guys comment in the chat. Who do you think is someone that could maybe make a run at the all-time home run leaderboards? I would have to say Mike Trout is probably the most likely to make a run at it. Let's actually take a look MLB all-time home run leaders, active players. So as of right now, active players. Right now, Pujols leads it. You got Miguel Cabrera. He's not going to go anywhere near that. Who are some younger? I mean, definitely. So yeah, you got Mike Trout right here with 301 home runs, and I believe Mike Trout. How old is Mike Trout at the moment? He's 29 years old. So how many home runs has he averaged a year? So he's averaged around 39 home runs a year. So Mike Trout, let's say he played, let's just say 10 more years. Let's say he was able to average, let's just say 35 home runs a year. That would be 350 home runs. And as of right now, he's got 301. Add 350 to that, and so that is 651. And yeah, I'm not sure where would that place him if he finished with 650. So yeah, that would still put him behind Willie Mays, but I definitely think you could see Trout be in this area, anywhere from like 7th to 4th. I definitely think that is a realistic possibility. So we'll have to wait and see over the next 10 years if Mike Trout can make that jump into those spots. But as of right now, I mean, you got Paul Goldschmidt. I'm not really sure if he's going to make any kind of a dent. I mean, really, there's not really. I mean, maybe Nolan Arenado, maybe getting up there, but Arenado right now, he is 29. You could maybe see Arenado maybe getting into maybe the top 10. Maybe I could maybe see that. So I mean, that would take a lot, but yeah. So Mike Trout really, as of right now, is at least at the moment the most realistic. I see Fernando Tatis Jr. in the chat. That could be an awesome possibility if he keeps hitting home runs over the next few years. I'm seeing Bellinger. I'm seeing Juan Soto, Ronald Acuna Jr. That's going to be very interesting. But yeah. So let me come back here to you guys. Here we go. I am back. Alrighty. So just to let you guys know, Super Chats are on. If you do want to leave a donation, you are more than welcome to. I should, for now, because I'm on the desktop now, if you guys leave a donation, you should see something to the left of my screen pop up. I was having problems with that. Hey, look. Hey, you see that? Hey, single mothers just subscribed. What's going on, dude? How we doing? That's awesome. So yeah, so we have had those notifications pop up on this stream, but it was pretty inconsistent. So, but yeah, if you do leave a donation, there will be something that pops up right to the left of me. But yeah, I'm glad. So, sorry, I got distracted there. But yeah, as you can see here, all the donations here or down here, they look a lot more clear than they did on the mobile app. So, yeah, very excited to be using this streaming software on the desktop. One of the reasons I got the desktop was to be able to have better streaming production. So hopefully over the next couple months, I'll find ways to get better at this. So, but yeah, let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Let's see what you guys are talking about. DMD, what's going on? How we doing? Orioles 2041 World Champions. What's going on? What's up, Robbie? What are your thoughts on the Nats just tanking the rest of the year and getting Kumar Rocker at the next draft? I think the Nationals right now, if we take a look, let's go take a look at the current standings. Let's take a look at the draft position at the moment. So according to recent reports, it's looking like right now the draft position for next season will be based off of record. That's at least what was being reported. So that's definitely a very real possibility at this point. It has not been confirmed, but it is definitely looking like based off of the records, that is going to be the draft position. So as of right now, you have the Pittsburgh Pirates in the number 1 spot. You got the Red Sox in the number 2 spot. See, look at this. Look at this. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Red Sox, No, you are tied with the Diamondbacks. You have one more loss than the Rangers. Red Sox, stop it. You should not be winning games. You see this 5-5 in the last 10 games? No, this should be 0-10. You need to tank. You need to tank. Stop it. As for the Diamondbacks, I mean, who would have thought the Diamondbacks at this point, 17-31? I thought the Diamondbacks were going to be a pretty good team this year. Getting Madison Bumgarner in the offseason has just made them worse. Who would have thought? But yeah, we got a lot of bad teams so far. I'm surprised the Angels aren't even a little lower here. Look at the Angels lately, 7-3 in their last 10 games. They've won 2 straight. Kansas City, they're going to be in a position for a decent draft pick again, top 10. So right now, if we're looking at the top 10 picks, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Mets would get the number 10 pick. So Orioles would get number 9 after getting the number 2 pick this past year. Orioles definitely going to be stashing away some prospects. But my Red Sox, Chaim Bloom, if you're on this stream, if you are listening on this stream, Chaim Bloom, I need you to be losing games. I need you to be starting your worst players possible. Maybe not the worst. I would like to see some prospects. We're getting Tanner Hoke starting tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about that. He's got a funky delivery. I'm excited. But it's been nice to see some of these younger players for the Red Sox. Dahlback was getting some home runs there. But the Red Sox, yeah, they do have a couple of fun guys down below. But they need to keep adding. So, but yeah, as for the Nationals, I mean, I think the Nationals coming off of a World Series, in all honesty, getting a top 5 pick for the Nationals, I think that's honestly the best thing for them. So they had to make a lot of trades. They don't have to get some pieces last year for that championship team. I think for the Nationals right now, I mean, you gotta start looking towards the future. And right now, they don't have many prospects down below. They had Carter Kieboom come up this year. But for the Nationals, I think getting a top 5 pick would be great for them. Who knows what's going to be going on with the Nationals? Taking a look at the Nationals. Let's take a look. I mean, right now you're looking at this Nationals team, and there's just not much here. There's just not much. Very, very top heavy, and they're not even doing much. This is kind of like the Red Sox from a couple years ago. They had to trade off a lot of pieces, and kind of look at what they're left with. I mean, right now, Carter Kieboom, definitely the guy with the most upside here. But look at Carter Kieboom on this year, a 527 OPS. Goodness, 184 on the year. I was kind of maybe thinking, hey, Carter Kieboom could be a pretty good player for the Nationals, but he has just been terrible this year. I mean, they've had Juan Soto going off this year. Juan Soto has just been nasty. 354 average. So I didn't mean to say Carter Kieboom had the most upside. I didn't mean to say it like that. I meant for prospects that came up this year, Carter Kieboom has the most upside. But Juan Soto of this whole team has the most upside. Juan Soto could be when all is said and done, Juan Soto could end up being one of the best players that ever played. I personally think that. Juan Soto is insane. So, 11 home runs on the year so far, 31 RBIs. He's got a 1.217 OPS. Are you kidding me? Juan Soto this year, on a bad team, he has been hitting well. So, good for him at least. Definitely got guys like Victor Robles. You got some young guys on this team, but Victor Robles, he's not really doing much with the bat this year. Look at that, 234, 305, 619 OPS. So Victor Robles, last year he had 20 home runs. He's only got 2 so far now, but yeah. So they do have some young pieces, but I just wonder. I think maybe the Nationals, in Trey Turner, obviously the Nationals do got some talent on this team, but right now it seems like they need to maybe do like a bit of a reset for a couple of years. They got some older guys on this team. They got like Asdrubal Cabrera. I think he's above. He's 34 now. He's getting up there in age. Are they going to depart with Max Scherzer soon? He's 36 years old. Steven Strasburg, he's out for this year. I mean, Patrick Corbin, I think this is a guy you could keep around. He's still only 31 years old. This Nationals team, it's very interesting moving forward. I think they almost kind of have to have a bit of a reset for a couple of years. So, very interesting team for this Nationals, or for the Nationals this year. But I think getting a nice high draft pick, I think that's going to be the best possible thing for the Nationals. So, let's take a look. According to Ken Rose, I mean, that almost kind of looks real. Orioles 2041 World Champions. Almost kind of looks real. Honestly, I could maybe see something like that, to be completely honest with you. James Scott, Soto comps to Bonds, though, without his speed. Yeah, man. Soto could be just insane by the end of his career. Could be definitely one of the best. But let's take a look at the postseason standings real quick. Let's kind of just take a look at where everything is right now. Look at the White Sox. The White Sox right now have the number 1 seed. Who would have thought the White Sox would be number 1? The number 1 team, the White Sox. You got the Rays right now, number 2. A's are number 3. I think you might see the Rays in that 3rd spot. I don't think they're going to lose that division. They're way ahead of the Astros now. But I think you're going to see the A's in that 3rd spot. I think the Rays, I think you're either going to see them 1 or 2. I say you really got to keep an eye out for the Twins right now. The Twins, they're playing some great baseball. I really like the Twins, and I feel like no one is talking about the Twins, and rightfully so. I know why people don't want to talk about the Twins. You know why people don't want to talk about the Twins, or even the Athletics even, is because they always have these good teams when they make the playoffs. They always have good teams going into the playoffs when they do make it, and then they just drop out in the division round or in the wild card game. So, but I'll tell you, if there's ever a year where I like the Twins, it's this year. I've been liking the Twins even going back to this past offseason. I was saying if there's one team at that time going into this season when the Yankees had just a stacked team, I was saying, to me, I think the Twins are really the only competition for the Yankees. But I've been proven otherwise by some of these other really good teams that have emerged. Personally, I was hating on the Rays going into the season, and I will be making a video that's titled, I was wrong about the Tampa Bay Rays. So I'm going to eat my words. I said the Rays were not going to make the playoffs this year. So I'm definitely going to be eating my own words a little bit there. But yeah, the Rays, they have just been finding ways to win this year. And to me, that is a big part of a team that goes on to win a World Series. It's not just the stats. It's teams that just have those intangibles of being able to win games, just finding ways to win games. And that's what the Rays are this year. They can beat you with their bullpen. They can beat you with starting pitching. They can beat you with that offense. So that Rays team is scary. But as for the Twins, though, I really like this Twins team. I love this Twins team. There's a lot to like about this team. So let me go pull up their stats here. I will share my screen back with you. So going back here to the Twins, let me get to the Twins. So right now, the Twins, they have the 7th ranked offense when it comes to wins above replacement, WRC plus. I got to sign up for Fangraphs, man, because I always have these advertisements popping up. The Twins, it's funny with the Twins. They actually rank 18th in WRC plus, and they rank 7th in wins above replacement. So there's a lot of other places they do things well. If I were to take a look, I believe. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. How many home runs are they hitting right now? Yeah, the Twins are 5th in home runs. I mean, the Twins overall, they're scoring a good amount of runs, I believe. No, they're only ranked 16th. So why are the Twins ranked so high in wins above replacement? Is it ISO percentage? What is it? Is it BABIP? Why are they getting so much wins above? Fangraphs confuses me sometimes. I can never figure out why. Maybe it's on base percentage. I know Fangraphs loves that on base percentage. No, honestly, where are they? Where are the Twins? 19th in on base percentage. Well, the offense first off is not the main reason I love this team, but why in the world do they have a 7th ranked wins above replacement? It's not the slugging. Is it the WOBA? Where is this coming from? I'm not really understanding. 16th? Is there something wrong here? Like, did they mess up somewhere? Not really doing much on base running? Why are they getting... Maybe it's defense. Is it defense? Maybe? Because I think wins above replacement, I think it combines these two things. Well, the Twins right now... Oh, okay. This is where they're getting it from. They're getting it from defense. So, yeah. It's not the offense necessarily, but they did get Josh Donaldson back. Don't forget, these are the stats for the season. So, and they're just getting Josh Donaldson back. But yeah, the Twins, they have a great defense. So that is definitely, in my opinion, I love teams that can play some defense. So that's a pretty underrated thing when it comes to winning teams. But really, the Twins, for me, has been the pitching. Both the starting pitching and the bullpen. Right now, the Twins, they're 7th in starting pitching, 4.6 wins above replacement there. Overall, they are, when it comes to FIP, I believe they're, where are they? Come on, Fangraphs. Oh, one thing I also hate about Fangraphs is you click on FIP and it puts the highest one first. So I'm like, wait, the Red Sox are the number 1 team in pitching? And then I realize it does the highest one, so then you got to click the other one. So, yeah, the Twins right now, they're 4th in FIP, which is very good. So that's the one thing with the Twins that I like is the Twins or they can pitch and they can play defense. So, and they have a good bullpen. So let's go to their bullpen right now. Bullpen, a solid bullpen. Ranked 6th in wins above replacement on Fangraphs. I believe that FIP, that is, what do you know? Once again, Fangraphs tricked me. So yeah, they're 8th in FIP with the bullpen. But overall, it's a top 10 bullpen. I like that they can pitch. I like that they can play some defense. But I like that they got some guys in that offense that can still do damage. I mean, yeah, the defense there was why they ranked so high, wins above replacement. But when it came to the offense, they were kind of middle of the road. But they got some guys here who, I'm looking at pitching here. So, starting off, they got Nelson Cruz. They got 15 home runs out of him this year. He is just insane offensively. He is just nasty. 327, 418 on base, 654 slugging, a 183 WRC plus. Nelson Cruz is just hitting tater tots all over the place. You got Miguel. I can never remember if I'm saying this right. Miguel Sano, or is it Sano? I can never remember. I think it's Sano. Let me know if I'm wrong. But he's doing well. 11 home runs for him. 22 RBIs. Kepler, he's been, he's a bit of a low average. But Kepler, he can hit. So with Kepler had a pretty good year last year. James Scott, I know you said something about Max Kepler not too long ago. I forget what it was. Did you say his BABIP was kind of high, that he would have a lot of hits fall into place? I can't remember what you said exactly. But I still think Max Kepler is a pretty decent bat. Polanco so far, 274 on the year. You'd like to see that on base be a little higher. But yeah, Josh Donaldson, he's only played in 17 games. He's a big bat for them. 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, 361 on base. I'd like to see that slugging be a little higher. But Josh Donaldson, to me, is still one of the best bats in the game. If you get him going for the playoffs, you got a middle of the order with Nelson Cruz, Miguel Sano, Josh Donaldson. That's pretty good. Byron Buxton, he's solid as well. 8 home runs on the year, 19 RBIs. Very good in the outfield. So you're going to get defense, and you're going to get pitching from this Twins team. That's what I'm saying. Keep your eyes out for this Twins team. I know they lose, it seems, every year to the Yankees in the division round. But I'm telling you, if there's one year the Twins, they can they can make it back to the World Series. I think it's this year. Look at this American League. It is wide open. It's wide open. You got 3 teams here. I mean, the A's, they need one more win. But you got 3 teams right here with almost 30 wins. I mean, who knows? Probably not the Astros are going to do anything. Maybe the Blue Jays could go on some kind of a run. They shock the world. Maybe you got the Yankees in the 7th seed. I mean, look at the Yankees and the Indians. The Yankees and the Indians, in my personal opinion, the Yankees are still a phenomenal team. And then the Indians, they have the best pitching staff in all of baseball. So, and they're in the 8th spot. So the Indians are them. They just can't hit. So, right now, if I were to put my money on one team, so I'm going to ask you guys in the chat. If you could put your money on one team right now in the American League, who's it going to be? And then I'm going to tell you who I would put my money on. So tell me, who would you put your money on right now in the American League? Let me know in the chat. But as for the National League, you got some pretty good teams up here. Top 4. I think right now with the Braves, I don't trust their pitching for the playoffs. I just don't. Padres, they could end up being that hot team that makes it there. I don't know. The Dodgers to me are just all around just very good. The Dodgers are very good coming into this year. They have played very well this year. I think that Dodgers team, as of right now, I'd have to say you got to put your money on the Dodgers. So, but yeah, Dodgers right now, they're looking very good. Cubs just got that no-hitter today. You know the Cubs are going to have some pitching in the playoffs. Is it going to get them to the World Series? I'm not quite sure. I mean, look at the Marlins. I mean, you got Sixto Sanchez there. You got Pablo Lopez. I mean, you got Sandy Alcantara. He's not really all that great, but the Marlins, they got some arms. It really sucks they lost Eliezer Hernandez. That was a downer. But the Marlins, they got some pitching. They got some scrappy guys in that lineup. So, who do you guys got in the chat? I am seeing White Sox. You guys have I'm seeing a lot of White Sox right now. James Scott, I still got the Yanks. I almost kind of agree with you. I think the Yankees kind of just hit a tough spot there. And I think that, I don't know, man. There's just something about the Yankees. Everyone was freaking out about the Yankees at the beginning of September there. I think with the Yankees right now, you cannot lose sight of the New York Yankees. You just can't. I mean, just because they're right here in the 7th spot, you can't be. You cannot doubt this team. You cannot. I think if you get the Yankees in the playoffs right now, that's not good. So right now it would be Yankees Rays. So I think if the Yankees can avoid the Rays in that best out of 3, I think that's going to be the best chance. I think the best chance for the Yankees is a 7-game series against the Rays. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. The Rays have been having a lot of injuries, just like the Yankees. But the Yankees, they're starting to get some guys that are healthy. The Yankees are starting to get some players that are healthy. So you got Aaron Judge coming back soon. You got Giancarlo coming back soon. Right now, this Yankees team, they're starting pitching. While they have struggled as of late, this starting pitching has been pretty good. That bullpen is starting to come back around. I really think the Yankees are clicking at the right time. They kind of got their struggles out of the way. And honestly, to me, I'm going to be honest with all of you. There are some things about the White Sox. I do wonder if the White Sox are going to have enough starting pitching. I wonder about that. Dallas Keuchel's hurt. He's going to be fine, I think. But I mean, you got Lucas Giolito. Lucas Giolito has been awesome. But there's just some questions about the White Sox. How are those young bats going to do in the postseason? I'm not quite sure. But overall, just with the White Sox, I wonder about starting pitching in the playoffs. I wonder with the Rays, are they going to be healthy enough? So the Rays, hey, everyone's been kind of, saying, oh my goodness, the Yankees are losing a ton of players. The Rays are having just a equal amount of injuries as their own. And they had Ji-Man Choi go down today with a hamstring injury. So, Greinke just had a very nice play. Wow. That was a comebacker right to him, and Greinke was on it. Greinke's very good fielding. Very good at fielding when it comes to pitching. So where was I? But the Rays, they have a ton of injuries as well. If I were to go take a look at the Rays, So right now with the Rays, G-Man Choi, he was just put on the injured list. Zunino's out right now. Oliver Drake is out. You got Kevin Kiermaier out. Yeah, well, no, he's day-to-day. Jose Alvarado, he's on the 60-day IL. Yandy Diaz, he's on the 10-day IL. Jalen Beeks is out for the season. Chaz Rowe is out for the season. We just had another notification. Oh, we got another subscriber. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Where was I? But yeah, the Rays, I mean, they got a lot of guys that are down. Yanni Chirinos, he had Tommy John. I mean, what is going on? What is going on? I didn't catch that name. Inthrobel? Was it Inthrobel? Thank you for subscribing, my friend. But yeah, the Rays, they got a ton of injuries as well. Nick Anderson, I believe Nick Anderson. Okay, so how's he doing? He was having some forearm stuff going on. So he should be back. I wonder about these injuries with the Rays. You know, I like the scrappiness of this team. I like that they can kind of beat you in so many ways. But overall, you know, I just wonder if they're going to be able to do much if they're not do much. They're definitely, I think, going to be a good team in the playoffs. Are they going to have enough? Sorry, is what I meant to say. Let me get to, hold on. No, I want the postseason standings. Here we go. But yeah, you know, like I said, I do like the Twins. I just wonder, you know, are they going to get enough offense? That's what I wonder about. I mean, they do got Nelson Cruz, Josh Donaldson, Miguel Sano. That's very good to have in the middle of your order. You know, but will they get enough hitting in the postseason? Will they get enough? Indians got plenty of pitching. Even without Clevinger, Indians got plenty of pitching. But are they going to be able to hit? So that's the problem with the Indians here. So this American League, to me, is so wide open. And that makes me think, I think a lot of people are forgetting about the Yankees right now. I think a lot of people are forgetting about the Yankees. They got Garrett Cole, one of the best starting pitchers in the game. They've had good starting pitching this year. That bullpen is still very good. They still have very good bats. To me, honestly, as of right now, at this very second, my money's on the Yankees. I know a lot of people are thinking, Yankees aren't going to be there. But the Yankees, they're getting hot right now. And with that postseason coming up, I think this Yankees team, I mean, who knows? If they get hot here, right now, the Yankees, they are 4 back behind the Rays. And I believe, are the Yankees playing the Rays anymore? So I know we got the Red Sox. I know the Red Sox are playing them. But no more games against the Rays. So if the Yankees are going to want to win that division, they're going to have to just tear through all these other teams. They got the Blue Jays 7 more times. 7 more times they got the Blue Jays. And then, but you know, the Yankees have been pounding the Red Sox all year. You know they're going to at least take 2 out of 3 there. Unless the Yankees want to, or unless the Red Sox want to try and play some spoiler, which I do not want the Red Sox to be playing spoiler. I want the Red Sox to spoil any wins that they may even be thinking of, because you know why, Red Sox? I want Jack Leiter or Kumar Rocker. Stop winning games. Stop it. I don't want wins. I want our team to be garbage until the end. If you're going to be garbage, be garbage. You drop all these games to the Yankees. You helped them out this year. Let's get the Yankees a World Series this year, Red Sox. You know what? We've won a few. We can let the Yankees win one, all right? So, Red Sox, stop it. We don't want the Red Sox winning. I want Jack Leiter. I want Kumar Rocker. We're pathetic. But, yeah, the Yankees right now, you know, they got 3 against the Blue Jays. You know, I actually think this Marlins series can end up being really fun. What a fun series this could be. But, yeah, I think this series right here against the Blue Jays, this is going to be huge. But I think the Yankees, they're going to find themselves pulling themselves away in this series coming up here on Tuesday. So, but yeah, look at this Yankees team. They're just winning. Ever since that tough loss there, did lose this game 2-1 to the Blue Jays back on Tuesday. That was actually a pretty decent game. They just couldn't hit. But Roberto Clemente Day, 7-2 win. And then just taking 4 straight against the Orioles. They had a 5-game series against the Orioles here with that one being rained out. So, oh no, they made it up the next day. Sorry. But yeah, they had a 4-game series and they swept it. So that's what the Yankees needed to do. They needed to sweep this series. And they had, oh my goodness, the Yankees, they only gave up 3 runs in all 4 games. 3 runs. So that's great starting pitching, great bullpen. So I really think, it's this Yankees team, they're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good right now. Let me come back to you guys. But let's get back to the chat. What are you guys saying? Yogi dude, don't tank. That's cheap. It's killing baseball. Oh, man, if there's ever one time I want to tank, man, it's this year. Oh, we just need a starting pitcher, man. Just let us tank this 1 year, man. Just 1 year. 1 year. James Scott, Kepler, I had losing his ability to hit for power once pitchers figured out how to go in and out on him. Okay, that's what you're saying. Before my comment, dude hit 239, and after he was hitting 208. Yeah, it's funny, James. It's funny how you point out those little things, and then, you kind of start to see things kind of happen, right? But yeah, Kepler, like I said, he's still got power. I still think Kepler is a decent player. Hey, Robbie, do you think the Angels have a shot to win the World Series in the next decade? Absolutely. I think the Angels, if they just get some pitching, I definitely think the Angels definitely could have a World Series in the next 10 years. They just need pitching. When you got a guy like Mike Trout on your team, and you got Anthony Rendon for the next, 6-7 years, there is just absolutely. The Angels have players. So, let's see. Can you guys please stop saying the name Alec Mills? It's giving me depression. I'll tell you today. I had Hyura on my bench on fantasy, and I thought, should I start Hyura today? And then I don't know what it was. I was just like, you know what? Hyura, he's not really hitting all that much lately, or at least he wasn't doing much for me in fantasy. I was like, I'm going to bench him today. I'm just going to sit him down. And then, thank God I sat him down. Because, he didn't do anything. So, but yeah. Anyway, back to this game right now. Let's actually go take a look here. Hold on 1 second. I want to share my screen. I actually want to... Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do something real here. Can I add? I might be able to add. Ooh, can I actually add myself here? Hold on, where is it? Video capture device. Ooh. So can I... Ooh, look at this. Ho-ho, we are moving up in this world, my friends. Ho-ho, I can do a little thing here. Oh, that's awesome. So what does it look like if I'm on the website? Hold on, I'm going to see if... I'm looking at this on my phone. My screen is a little delayed. So, this is awesome, man. I'm glad I got this computer. Alrighty, cool. So, okay, cool. You guys can see me. While I'm looking at the screen. Perfect. This is what I'm talking about. So, awesome. But where was I? Let's go to fantasy. Let's see how my team did today. We're on a commercial break right now with the Astros and the Dodgers. But right now, I am winning 340 to 324. I am right there, ready to take this win right now. It looks like I am in position to take the win today for this week. And this is the last week going into the playoffs. So right now with my team, taking a look here, Christian Vasquez, he did pretty well for me today. Ozzie Albies, he did well. Luke Voigt didn't do anything for me today, -1, but he's done good for me all year. Devers had a good year. Mookie Betts. Will Myers had a good game for me. Pollock, he's already got an RBI tonight. So, yeah, definitely like to see stuff like that. Mookie Betts, he has not done anything for me right now. But it was funny. I was trying to win this week very hard. I was doing everything I can, and I actually added I reached my limit in innings pitched. I didn't even know there was an innings pitched limit when it came to fantasy baseball. So, but right now, I have reached my limit, and the last guy that I had was Zach Gallen yesterday, and he was awful. He pitched 5 innings against the Mariners. He did strike out 6, so that was nice, but he gave up 7 runs, and he had -10. So Zach Gallen, he was the last guy that I had for my pitchers yesterday. And then I actually came into today. We had, I believe it was, so look, this is how the breakdown went yesterday. I had an incredible day a couple days ago, 119 points on the day. And then I did nothing the next day. I only got 16. And then the guy I was playing, 76. So today he actually was 3 behind, and it was very close. But look, and I have somehow been able to pull away. So as of right now, if we look at the standings, I am in 3rd in my division. So, but I'm going to get the win as of right now. And then we got Team Mole. He is the 3rd seed, and I'm the 4th seed right now. So let's go take a look. Team Mole, how are you doing? Because we have the same record. Team Mole is losing, and that would make me the number 3 seed. So I will be, at least as of right now, I will be the number 3 seed in the playoffs. So I'll tell you what, everyone. I used to play fantasy baseball all the time. I was so into fantasy baseball. There was one season I think I had like 6 teams, and I don't even remember how I did that season. I believe that was back all the way in like 2008. But the last time that I played, we had I had two teams. One team I won the championship with. Another team I got to the championship but lost. And I lost. It was like so close too. I believe we were doing head-to-head categories, and so there were 10 categories, and I lost like 6-4 or something like that. It was very close. Or it might have been like 5-4 to 1. We tied in one category. I think that's what it was. We're very close. I took a 5-year hiatus. I took 5 years off of fantasy baseball, and I have come back this year. I have come back from the dead, and I have played my first year of fantasy since then, and we are going to make the playoffs. So I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying I'm feeling pretty good. So let me know in the let me know in the chat. How are you guys doing? Are you into fantasy? Are you guys playing fantasy this year? How are you guys doing? Yogi dude, man, I need to get into fantasy baseball. It looks fun. I love fantasy baseball, man. Fantasy baseball is great. I don't know why I took 5 years off. I think it was like I never could. It's not that I didn't want to play. It was I just could never. Me and my best friend, we like to do fantasy together, and we just could never line up our schedules to be able to do a draft. So I don't know what it was, like 5 straight years. We could do fantasy football because that's what me and my group of friends we do fantasy football every year. But me and my best friend, who's like the only friend I have that likes baseball, me and him could never get our schedules lined up for a fantasy baseball draft. So it took like 5 years for us. But yeah. So, Orioles 2041 world champions. Yo, Robbie, wasn't there a rumor during the winter that Sano murdered someone or something around those lines? Guessing it wasn't true, right? I mean, I would guess it wasn't true. But yeah, man, Miguel Sano, he definitely, there was definitely some stuff going on. I was hearing some stuff in the offseason. Some of these players, man, you just hear some stuff going on with them when it comes to like the offseason. It's kind of some weird stuff coming out, man. Especially I feel like recently. I feel like in recent years, you're just hearing a lot of this kind of stuff happening. So But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we have, it looks like, ooh. Wow, did anyone just see that from Taylor? He had a check swing and ended up going to right field, and he got a double out of it. A check swing double. Who would have thought? Wow. See, that's like that to me. Winning teams, they just have stuff fall their way like that. They just do. And it's crazy how that happens, man. It's crazy. Like, they just get it's like everything just goes their way. This guy's batting stance looked like Alex Verdugo's for a second. Who do we got up right now? I'm actually going to pull up game day on here. Let's take a look. I'll tell you, I love this streaming service, or this streaming software, sorry. This is great. The fact that I can share my screen, this is awesome. I mean, who would have thought I would be able to do this? This is crazy. I love this. Let's take a look. All right, I want Dodgers-Astros. Where are you? Oh, wait, whoa. I'm doing the wrong thing here. There we go. Dodgers-Astros. So, yeah, we got a 1-0 game right now. Dodgers-Astros. Got a 1-0 game. Zach Greinke is pitching pretty well so far, but he's in a bit of a jam so far, and he had a check swing double hit off of him. So who would have thought? If someone's not watching this game live and they're looking at game day right here, and you see Chris Taylor doubles on a fly ball to right field, I don't think they're envisioning him having a check swing double. They're probably thinking, oh yeah, Chris Taylor hit a double. Nope, that was definitely an accidental double, if you ask me. So, let's take a look. Oh, hello, Can Pan's dad. Hello. I use ESPN. I just use ESPN. To me, whoa, hello, my microphone fell. But yeah, ESPN, that's always been my favorite one to use. I feel like I haven't really used any other streaming services. I've used fantasy services. I think ESPN is the only one I've ever used. I don't think I've used. If I did use Yahoo, it was a long time ago. That might have actually been the first time I ever played fantasy baseball. I used Yahoo, but for as long as I can remember now, I've used ESPN. So yeah, definitely ESPN. I kind of like the way they kind of have everything on there. They definitely have their website pretty well laid out, I would say. James Scott. The Dodgers teach all their lefties the same swing. So, yeah. Jock Peterson, Cody Bellinger, Matt Beattie, Max Muncy, Corey Seager were all taught that same swing. Who is their hitting coach right now? The Dodgers. Oh, whoops, I typed in the wrong thing. Dodgers hitting coach. Let's take a look. Robert Van Scoyoc. Interesting. Let's take a look. He actually had an article. Their new hitting coach, this was back in 2018. He's had an unorthodox rise up the ranks. At a time when baseball's decades-strong traditional thinking is constantly besieged and the unorthodox routinely becomes orthodox, Robert Van Scoyoc, I think I'm saying that right, short path to Dodgers hitting coach, completed 6 days after Thanksgiving, defies convention. Scoyoc went 1 for 10 at the plate his senior year at Hart High in Newhall in 2005, though he batted .315 his junior season, according to the school's online archives. Interesting. In a conference call with reporters on Friday, he said he played at Cuesta College in 2006 and 2007. His playing career ended there. He called it very mediocre. It was very clear that any future I was going to have in baseball was as a coach or something else. His ascension in baseball began alongside Craig Wallenbrock, who had been scouting and coaching for decades out of a small warehouse in Santa Clarita. The duo tutored... Oh, there's a base hit. Hold on, I got to pause here. And the Dodgers have scored a couple of more runs, and the Dodgers here That is a 3-0 lead now for the Dodgers, and they are taking it to the Astros right now. They took advantage of that Will Smith accidental double. That was a check swing, and Greinke now, he is running into some trouble here in the bottom of the 5th. And Kiki Hernandez with a base hit to left to get those 2 runs home, and the Dodgers have a 3-0 lead. So right now with the Dodgers, I'm sure Gratterall's out of this game by now. Yeah, Gratterall pitched the first inning. Of course, you're not going to have Gratterall go more than 1 inning. That guy probably huffing and puffing after that inning. How many pitches did he even throw? He threw 12 pitches, 11 strikes. You probably could have had Gratterall go another inning. I got Zorbs. Am I saying that right? Zors? Zabors? I don't know how to say that. Gonzalez, McGee, they've all pitched well. So Dodgers, they're getting some good pitching. They've only given up 2 hits so far using an opener. Anyway, but back to the Dodgers hitting coach. That's crazy. Their hitting coach didn't even really play at all in his senior year, and he played a couple of years at what looks like a community college. So that's crazy. Pretty cool. Pretty cool story, though. What are we all saying? Robbie, have you ever had In-N-Out? I have had In-N-Out, but not for a while. I had it back in, I believe, 2012, I believe. Oh, it was good. It was good. In-N-Out was great. I went to my brother's wedding over in Santa Ana in California. Yeah, that was awesome. In-N-Out's fantastic. Lord Avocado, what is going on, my friend? Lord Avocado has entered the chat. What is going on? Orioles 2041 World Champions. Hey, Robbie, look at Tanner Rainey's numbers this year. I think he is one of the most underrated relievers along with Karinchak and Williams. What do you think? Let's go take a look at Tanner Rainey, huh? Let's go take a look at Tanner Rainey. This is cool because you guys can see my screen. I think this is neat. This is awesome. I feel like I don't even know what analogy I was about to come up with. I don't even know. I feel like when an old man figures out something with technology and they're like, "Oh, this is great. Oh, that's hit deep. That's hit deep. Oh, and that is gone. That is gone. Home run for Mookie Betts. He's on my fantasy team. That is what I'm talking about, Mookie Betts. Alrighty. Mookie Betts with a 2-run shot, and the Dodgers are up 5-0 in this game. Mookie Betts making a case, maybe, for MVP. Saving souls, that's really funny. That's saving souls. Oh, I'm laughing at that. That's really funny, dude, because that's really true. Oh my god. Oh, dude, that's really funny. That's hilarious. A teacher on Zoom, dude. That is very accurate. That's very accurate. Because I work with a bunch of older. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at this, but I work with a bunch of older women, and usually I'm like the person that's good with like technology. I can do like basic things on the computer. I can do pretty simple things, but when it comes to like using like software and stuff like that, I don't know what the, like I was using like Streamlabs, and I'm thinking like, what the heck am I even doing here? Yeah, I know there's a learning curve when it comes to like, new things, but I feel like I'm pretty much like a potato when it comes to stuff like this. But yeah, so Streamlabs, I was kind of looking at it earlier, and I'm like, okay, I had to watch a couple of YouTube tutorials. So, but the fact that you got to think, we went from my phone where it was simply just streaming, it wasn't like any sort of anything, and now I'm on my desktop and I'm sharing my screen and everything with you guys. This to me is like really cool. So, but yeah. Anyway, let's get back to Tanner Rainey. So Tanner Rainey, he's having a pretty good year. So far he's got 20 innings, 2.66 ERA. 3.79 FIP. FIP is a little higher than the ERA. It's a negative 1.13 differential. But yeah, good strikeouts per 9, 14 strikeouts per 9. That's awesome. You'd like to see these walks come down a little bit. Not bad by any means. But he has had a history of walking guys. But this is the lowest by far that he's had. He was awful in 2018. He pitched 7 innings. Oh, that's another base hit. And that's a ground rule double for Corey Seager. And the Dodgers have a 6-0 lead. And the Dodgers keep... Wait, is that 6-0? No, sorry. No, it's 5-0. I thought there was a guy on. I hate how ESPN will put the runner there before... while the hit is still happening. I thought I saw a runner on second. But no, 5-0 now. But they got another runner in scoring position. Corey Seager having another one of these Dodgers players having a great year. Corey Seager. But yeah, Tanner Rainey, he's having a good year. Good year for Tanner Rainey. Holy cow, but the 2018 season, he pitched in 8 games. He had a 24.43 ERA. Oh, his FIP was better, though, 13.73. That's pretty nice. Jeez. Tanner Rainey was so bad a couple years ago. But he's doing good this year. You'd like to see that, though. He was doing that bad a couple years ago. Obviously, it was his first year in the major leagues. You know, not everyone's going to be fantastic their first year. But I'm glad he's in this position now where, look at the difference. Look at the difference. So, let's take a look. What are you guys talking about? Robbie, I think the New York... That took me a second to figure. I was like, wait, did you make a typo? Or okay. So anyway, that made me laugh. Robbie, I think the New York Mets still have a chance of the wild card, but their margin for error is very limited. Yeah, the Mets, they got to be winning games, man. They got to be winning games. Let's go back to the standings. Oh, how much? It's Mookie Betts. He gave me how many points? How many points did Mookie Betts just give me? He just got that home run. We're up to 347 points for the week. Mookie Betts, I gotta text him. I'm actually playing my best friend tonight, so that's been the funny thing. Is he was trying to make the playoffs, but right now, and he was trying to spoil my run for the playoffs. So definitely, you hate to beat up on my best friend here, but hold on one second. All right. So, but yeah, let's get back to the postseason standings. So taking a look with the Mets right now. So yeah, the Mets are right there. They're right there with the Reds. So right now you got, look at this. You got the Marlins right now. The Marlins are the 5 seed with a 23-21 record. So right now, that's crazy, man. If you take a look, let's just say it was a normal season. Let's say it wasn't like let's say it wasn't this 8 seed per league postseason. Let's take a look. You would have the White Sox. Well, hold on. Let me see if I can read it better this way. So, okay, yeah. So you would have White Sox, Rays, A's, and then you would have Twins as a wild card, and then as of right now, yeah, the Blue Jays right now. Or actually, would it be? No, why did I just click on that? What just happened? Right now, who would be leading a wild card? Like, who would be the 2 wild card teams? It would be the Twins. And is it? I guess it would just be the Blue Jays. Yeah, so it would just be the Blue Jays. So I'm just making sure because I know some of these are getting like kind of put out of. So yeah, I think that's just how it would be. Right? Well, the Cardinals wouldn't be here. The Phillies would be there. Yeah, so that's crazy, man. You would have, as of right now, if the postseason were normal and it ended today, You'd have the Twins and the Blue Jays in the wild card game, and the Padres and the Marlins in the wild card game. That is crazy. But back to the Mets, though. The Mets, 21 and 26. Yeah, you know, they are there. They're 2 games behind the Marlins. They're 2 games behind the Marlins, or well, maybe not 2. The Marlins got 21 losses. Well, where are they at in the standings? Hold on, division. So the Mets. No, whoa, what is going on here? So the Mets right now. So they're 3.5 back of the Marlins. 3.5 back. So yeah, the Mets. I mean, I don't know, man. It's looking tough. It's looking tough. They're not really playing anything great in the last 10 games. They're 5-5. Yeah, I don't see the Mets making it, man. I really don't. I really don't see it. You'd like him to get out of obscurity a little bit. I don't know, this Mets team, they just can't win. But let's take a look. Drew Venny, Jake Cronenworth is Rookie of the Year. Devin Williams, Rookie of the Year. Jake Cronenworth, I definitely think, is going to be Rookie of the Year. I don't see. You know, it's funny. I've kind of it didn't dawn on me that Jake Cronenworth was on the Rays, or he was a Ray. I forgot. I forgot that he was part of that trade. Let's actually go take a look. What was that? That was the Tommy Pham trade, I believe. Yeah, Cronenworth and Tommy Pham were traded to the Padres. Man, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think? Do you think the Rays ended up losing this trade? This is what the Rays got. Hunter Renfroe, Xavier Edwards, and a player to be named later. I don't know, man. I definitely think the Padres won this trade. I mean, sure, Hunter Renfroe, he's been getting a lot of extra base hits for the Rays this year. But, you know, I don't know, man. I think that's a tough loss for the Rays. And, you know, considering how young Cronenworth is. But then again, you know, the Rays, they got their analytics. They got that department. They probably thought, okay, well, there's something about Cronenworth that we don't like. But, you know, Cronenworth has been very good this year. Cronenworth has been very good. Let's go take a look at the rookie stats. MLB rookie stats. I love that Major League Baseball has like a page dedicated to rookies. I love that. It makes it so much easier. But right now, if we look at OPS among rookies, but I also hate that they don't filter out the at-bats. Because right now you got someone like Luis Campisano who's at the top. When I want to just look at OPS, he's going to be at the top because he's got 3 at-bats. But right now, so we're looking at, I want to look for, Cronenworth right now. I mean, all these other guys in front of him, they just don't have enough at-bats. But Cronenworth right now, he's played in 41 games, a 922 OPS. He's got 4 home runs, 20 RBIs. So, yeah. Cronenworth, he's just been hitting incredible this year. 377 on base, 545 slugging. You got to say Cronenworth right now is the Rookie of the Year for the National League. I don't see how you can't. But then right now with the American League, let's take a look at the American League. Definitely got to say, hold on. Mountcastle he doesn't have enough at-bats right now. Mountcastle's actually doing something. He's got 4 home runs. He's got 15 RBIs. But right now, who are you saying? Who was the other guy you said? Devin Williams. Where's Devin Williams? Where's Devin Williams? Here we go. Yeah, he's been fantastic. I just wonder if that is going to be considered enough. Oh, we talked about this last time with him. I just don't think. Well, I mean, he's had 19 innings. I don't know. I think right now, I think it's going to Cronenworth, man. As good as Devin Williams has been, a 0.47 ERA. I mean, he's been fantastic. He right now, what's his FIP? FIP at a 1.04. I mean, he's been phenomenal. 18 strikeouts per 9. I mean, Devin Williams. That makes me wonder, like, could the Brewers maybe trade off Josh Hader and they can have Devin Williams be the closer? I mean, I could see the Brewers doing that. They would get a lot back for Josh Hader. So, but yeah. Oh, he doesn't qualify for Rookie of the Year. Oh, okay. Wait, what's the cutoff? What's the cutoff? Isn't it like only like 25 innings pitched or something? He could get votes for Rookie of the Year, right? Campaign. That's hit deep. Oh, that's a fly ball to left. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely a possibility, I think. Could you see the Brewers maybe this offseason trading off Josh Hader and going with Williams as their closer? I mean, why not? He's been pitching fantastic out of that bullpen. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just a thought. Hayden, what's going on, dude? What's going on? How we doing? But yes, let's go back to. I think in the American League, I mean, it's going to come down to Robert and it's going to come down to Lewis. I just don't think either of those guys. I just don't see how you can go against either of those guys. Look at Bobby Dahlback here, 22 strikeouts and 43 at bats, but still had a 340 on base and a 721 slugging. Bobby Dahlback was going nuts. I believe he got sent back down. Did he get sent back down? I thought I saw someone. No, he still. I thought for some reason someone said he got sent down. I was like, why would you send him down? Why? I believe he played today. Yeah, no, he played today. I saw like something on Twitter like Dahlback is going to get sent down or something. I'm like, why would he get sent down? The guy's hitting home runs all over the place. So, yeah, Bobby Dahlback, man, he's been going nuts. So, moving on though, who are some other? So yeah, Kyle Lewis. Kyle Lewis, I feel like has been cooling off a little bit. His OPS is down to like an 855 now. But yeah, Kyle Lewis, right now, he is having a good season. 9 home runs, 24 RBIs. But yeah, where's Luis Robert? Where are you at? Luis Robert. Yeah, I think it's going to come down to one of these two. I think right now, man, I don't know. That's tough. I feel like you gotta, man. I don't know. Kyle Lewis, he's got a much better on base. But Luis Robert, I feel like has just been more impactful. He's got a couple more home runs, a few more RBIs. He's got a few more stolen bases. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think here? Who do you guys think? I feel like I feel like Luis Robert is gonna get it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Who would you pick for the American League Rookie of the Year right now? Who would you think? I'd have to say Robert. Luis Robert. Let me fix something. I'm noticing something on my Streamlabs. How do I get rid of the... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be a very close one. It's gonna be very close. Yeah, Yogi. Yeah, Kyle definitely Kyle Lewis definitely has, I think, better stats all across, minus slugging and definitely batting average. But I wonder if Luis Robert is. I just wonder if he's just been viewed as like a more impactful kind of a guy, and he's been playing some good defense out in the outfield as well. So that's definitely a debate. It's definitely a debate. Robbie, who is the better player, Lux or Robert? I mean, definitely right now, you got to say Robert. Has Lux even done anything this year? Has he done anything? He hasn't done anything. So, he's only got 41 at bats. He's got a couple home runs. I mean, that's a disappointment, man. I thought Gavin Lux was going to end up playing a lot more this year, and he just has not. Robbie, can you talk about how much better Dylan Bundy is this year compared to last year? Yes, Dylan Bundy is having a great year. We'll go to the stats. I'll go to the game log from there. Yeah, Dylan Bundy, man. He's having a great year. Right now, let me actually take a look at... I can actually look at the leaders. We'll see where he ranks. Yeah, Dylan Bundy, he's 5th in wins above replacement among all starting pitchers. I mean, yeah. I mean, what else is there really to say? Dylan Bundy has been definitely a great bounce back story this year. He just hasn't really had much success leading up to this point, but I'm glad he's finally gotten it with the Angels. Who would have thought? I mean, because the Angels, they have not had like any good pitching at all, but they get someone in Dylan Bundy who has not been all that great in his career up to this point, and he does well. How does that happen? That's what I don't understand. But I don't know. It is very interesting. Why can't the Angels do this with all their other pitchers? But yeah, he's 7th in FIP. He's got over 10 strikeouts per 9, which he's in the top 20 in strikeouts. So you like to see that. But yeah, he has been, I mean, as much as you could ask for. Like, what a trade that it was for the Angels to get him. So this is a guy right now, he'll be their opening day starter next year unless they trade for someone a lot better. Or they maybe sign a Trevor Bauer. I think even if the Angels got Trevor Bauer for next year, I think Dylan Bundy would still be the number one guy. I still think Dylan Bundy would be number one. But yeah, if you take a look here, he's got more strikeouts per 9 than last year. He's got less walks per 9. He's got less home runs per 9. He actually has a very good home runs per 9 rate. A lot less hits are falling into play at a 297 BABIP last year, 255 BABIP this year. He's leaving more guys on base. He's getting more ground balls, less fly balls. I mean, Dylan Bundy is just improving all over the place. Lower ERA, lower FIP, lower xFIP. So I just think with Dylan Bundy, his command is probably just better. He's just making better pitches. He's probably doing better with pitch selection, probably just the scouting he's doing better in. I'm not really sure where it is that he improved, but if I were to go to Baseball Savant, we can take a look. It's hard to type when I got this microphone in my face. Let's take a look at Bundy's advanced stats. Let's take a look. I'm expecting to see a lot of reds. Yes. Wow. But yeah, if you take a look here, Bundy has had great stuff this year. I mean, he's getting a lot of whiffs. He's getting a good amount of strikeouts. He's not getting a lot of barrels on the ball, which is very good. Good spin rate on his fastball. Curveball spin rate actually is pretty low. Well, it's funny because he actually doesn't rank very high with his fastball velocity, but he's still getting a lot of strikeouts. So, yeah, he's not giving up any barrels. I mean, everything is looking good. Not giving up really many hard hit balls. xWOBA, xERA are looking good. So if we're to take a look at kind of how his pitches are looking. So if we're to take a look here, his four-seamer this year, it's getting more vertical movement. So that definitely is because of the spin rate. But if we take a look here, I mean, if we were to take a look, so what is his second pitch that he throws? So he goes with a slider a lot. It goes with a slider changeup. Those are like his next two pitches. So if we take a look at his slider, last year, slider. Oh wait, we need to look at horizontal. Actually, he didn't really rank very well when it came to. Oh wow, yeah, he actually doesn't get much on his slider at all. It's actually gotten worse. He has a worse slider this year. So I believe, I don't know what is. Sinker's not really getting any vertical movement. His curveball's actually been decent. Changeup's been decent. Curveball, he's getting 2 points, about 2.6 versus the average. And then if you look at it from this year, it's actually worse. So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's around the same. But then with his changeup, he's not getting much on his changeup. So honestly, look, it seems like he's throwing his sinker still isn't really all that great. His sinker's worse. So it looks like, honestly, with Dylan Bundy, it looks like, I don't know. I guess maybe just pitch location. I'm guessing. Gotta take a look. It just looks like he's throwing more strikes. Is that I don't know. It just seems like he's just throwing a lot more strikes. So I'm not really sure. Just he's making the right pitches at the right time. Yeah, zone percentage. Yeah, he's definitely getting more zone percentage. So he's getting about 2% more zone percentage. He's not getting as many swings in the zone. He's getting less contact in the zone. He's getting less guys to chase. He's pitching on the edges more. So that's what it seems like to me. I'm not sure of what you guys think. If you think I'm correct here, but I don't know, James Scott. What do you think here? I think with Dylan Bundy this year, he's just making better pitches. He's pitching more. He's getting more fastballs across the plate. Because honestly, his curveball doesn't really look all that much better. His changeup looks kind of around the same. Slider's kind of around. His slider is actually worse than it was last year. But yeah, I don't know. It just looks like his fastball. It just looks like he is just making better pitches, honestly, with Dylan Bundy. So, just looks like Dylan Bundy's throwing some better pitches. He's throwing some more strikes. So, but yeah, whatever he's doing is working for him. But let's go take a look. Let's go see what is going on in this Dodgers-Astros game. It is 5-1 right now. Yeah, the Astros the Dodgers, had the big inning in the fifth. Mookie Betts had a home run there. Will Smith had that check swing double. So right now, it is this. The Dodgers are in control, and we're heading in to a big series with the Dodgers and the Padres. And the Padres. So, but yeah. Okay, James. So yeah, not very confident in Baltimore. Now he's just filling up the zone. That's what I'm saying. Like his pitches aren't really looking like much better. It looks like he's just throwing more in the zone. So he's just, yeah. Thing is, he's not afraid to let guys get some contact. So what do you think about Cookie Beats? Who's Cookie Beats? Just had to get him and Gausman out of there. Man, Baltimore, man, they got some top prospects. Makes me wonder how these top pitching prospects are going to be. Let me actually take a look at some of these prospects for the Orioles. Orioles top prospects. Here we go. Yeah, Grayson Rodriguez. Is his future in doubt? DL Hall. I don't know, man. You hate to see it because they've had some good pitching prospects, man. And they don't really seem to do much. But let's take a look. So you said James Scott. You said look at Gausman. Kevin Gausman, this is a guy where I'm surprised he didn't get traded, man. But hey, good for the Giants to hang on to him, though. The Giants are trying to make a run this year. You know, I just figured at age 29, you could probably get something good for him. He had pretty good numbers at the deadline. But right now on the year, 3-2, 4.05 ERA. I believe his FIP is better. Yes, 3.54 FIP, 12 strikeouts per 9. 2.3 walks per 9. That's good. Yeah, you'd like to see Gausman. Yeah. But yeah, with Gausman, you would have liked to have seen him maybe, go to a better team. But the Giants, they wanted to hang on to him. So let me go back to Baseball Savant. Let's take a look deeper into Kevin Gausman. What has been good about him? Taking a look. I'll tell you what, I love looking at Baseball Savant, man. It's cool seeing all these advanced numbers, and you can kind of dig deeper into a player. Definitely getting a good amount of strikeouts, good whiff percentage. He's averaging 95 miles an hour on his fastball. He's in the top 20%. He's giving up a lot of barrels on the ball, though. You don't like to see that. A lot of hard hit balls. He's kind of right in the middle on exit velocity average. But Kevin Gausman this year, he's throwing a ton of fastballs, good amount of splitters, and that's pretty much it. So kind of reminiscent of a Kurt Schilling in a way, using the fastball and the split finger. But Kevin Gausman this year, let's take a look. How's that splitter been looking? I love guys that can throw a splitter. That's one that I want to see more often, man, a splitter. I love that pitch. That's probably my favorite off-speed pitch, honestly. But yeah, so right now, 1.2 versus the average. And then last year, his splitter is actually not as good as it was last year. It was actually better last year with the Reds. And, but yeah, four-seamer. He's actually getting more movement on the four-seamer, so that's because of that spin rate. Oh, that's hit deep. Ooh. Man, Jock. Was that Jock? Yeah, Jock Peterson, man. Just tater-totted that ball. But yeah, he's getting a good amount of spin rate on that fastball. He's in the top 50%. Respectable. But yeah, he's using that fastball, man. He's using that fastball. Hey, Mitchell Clem. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me see if it pops up on the screen. Mitchell Clem, you have given me all of my donations in the last 4 donations. Appreciate that, my friend. Much appreciated, Mitchell. Thank you. I gotta set this computer monitor to where I share my screen. I need to set it to where I put events on there. Hey, it came up. Good. I'm gonna head out, Robbie. Thanks for having me. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. You've been coming out to a lot of streams. Really appreciate that, my friend. But yeah. So right now, I'm really glad these super chat things are popping up on my screen. I'm glad. It wasn't working with the phone for some reason. But yeah. Let's take a look. But yeah, this Astros-Dodgers game has been kind of a snooze fest. We need Joe Kelly to come in here and start throwing some balls at some guys' heads. How is Joe Kelly doing this year? Joe Kelly, man, how are you doing? Let's go take a look at Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly, man, he's got some pretty good advanced stats, I'll tell you. Yeah, fastball velocity, he's averaging 97 miles an hour on his fastball. You know Kelly's going to throw the heat. He's in the top 2%. It's funny with his fastball. So it's always funny with Joe Kelly is because he can throw hard, but there's not much spin on his fastball. He ranks near the bottom in spin rate, and that's why I think guys can kind of square up on it. Even though he's throwing it hard, it's a little easier to see. So if you take a look here, exit velocity, he ranks pretty low. Hard hit percentage, he gives up a lot of hard hit balls. There's not much spin rate on that fastball. But his curveball has been phenomenal. He ranks in the top 1% in curveball spin rate. So he's got a great curveball going this year. Even though he is giving up some hard hit balls, he's not giving up many barrels. He's getting a good amount of Ks. He ranks in the top 50% in whiff percentage. So Joe Kelly, man, he's actually throwing his curveball 55% of the time. Sorry, I thought I was sharing my screen. Let me go back here. But yeah, Joe Kelly, as you can see here are the advanced stats. Like I said, fastball velocity is in the top 2%, but he's giving up a lot of hard hit balls. If you take a look right here, in barrel percentage, but even though he's giving up a lot of hard hit balls, the barrel percentage, he's not giving up many barrels. So that's good. He's giving up hard hit balls, but it's not the best contact. So, look at his curveball, 99%, or he's in the top 1% in curveball spin rate. That's very good. And that's why he throws that curveball so much, because he gets a lot of spin on it. He's actually, in that outing when he was throwing at the Astros in that game, his fastball, he didn't even have a feel for his fastball in that game. He was throwing a lot of curveballs in that game. So it doesn't look like he has really had a good feel for his fastball this year. So if we take a look at how his pitchers are kind of moving, but yeah, curveball this year, it's funny because he's getting a lot of spin on his curveball, but he's not really getting much movement with it. It's funny. So he kind of just ranks like sort of in the middle somewhere when it comes to movement. He's not really getting much. It's funny. Joe Kelly is such a funny pitcher. Throws hard, but not much spin on it. Got a ton of spin on his curveball, but it doesn't have much movement on it. It's weird. It's weird how that is with Joe Kelly. So who's in the chat? Joshua Lubchinsky. Are you new to the channel? Welcome to the channel, my friend. Welcome. What are you saying? Oh, Pineda. Yeah, Pineda pitched today. Let's go take a look at Pineda. Let's go take a look. Did he pitch today or was it yesterday? Pineda. Did he pitch today? Yeah, it was today. So yeah, not really much innings-wise. He made it into the fifth inning, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs. But Pineda has been pretty good this year so far since coming back from suspension. That's just another pitcher for the Twins this year. So if I were to go take a look at the Twins, let me pull up. But yeah, the Twins, they got pitching all over the place, especially starting pitching. I mean, look at these starters that they have for the postseason. You got Kenta Maeda. You got Jose Barrios. You got Michael Pineda. You got Rich Hill. I mean, good grief. You got a ton of pitching. Kenta Maeda has actually been very good this year for the Twins. Hold on a second. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Pineda this year, he's already had that was his third start today. But going into that start, he hadn't really given up any runs. I mean, Pineda, that's just another great arm. So, yeah, it looks like his pine tar ways are behind him. At least I haven't heard anything of pine tar lately with Pineda. So, but yeah, I really like this Twins pitching going into the postseason. You got, Kenta Maeda, maybe game 1, Jose Barrios for game 2. I really like the Twins, man. Right now, I would say my money right now is on the Yankees, but right now the Twins, I am very very tempted to pick the Twins out of the American League. I like what the Rays have been doing. I like that they win games. I think it's very likely you can see Rays Dodgers in the World Series. I definitely think that is a huge possibility. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone's talking about this Twins team, and I think the reason that people are not talking about this Twins team is because they lose in the playoffs every year, which understandably so. I mean, they disappoint you every single year. There's been a lot of people that have picked the Twins in recent years, and they end up not doing anything. But right now, I mean, I think they have, especially getting Josh Donaldson back, I think there's a good amount of offense on that team. The stats don't show it very much, but those stats have not included Josh Donaldson this year. When you add a bat like that into the lineup, that's just gonna help the whole lineup. And then with all this pitching, they got a great bullpen. I really like the Twins. But the one thing with the Twins is no one is talking about them. Everyone's talking the Rays. Everyone's talking the White Sox. Everyone's talking more teams. More people are talking about teams in the National League. I feel like the American League is just so wide open. So, Joshua, first-time caller? Oh, man. First time here? Welcome. If you can, please subscribe to the channel down below. That would go a long way in helping this get out to more baseball fans. Everyone, Josh is actually my best friend. I've known Josh for years. So I believe I first met Josh when... How old were we? I think we were 13, and you stole my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That was fun. And then you made fun of me for being a Red Sox fan every day, something like that. So, yeah. So, fun times. But yeah, if you are just entering the chat, by the way, if someone is also just entering the chat with Josh, we are watching the Dodgers and Astros tonight. We were talking kind of just stuff going on around the league. So, I mean, right now, the kind of the biggest story of the day with Alec Mills getting the no-hitter today. I mean, very, crazy. Already getting a no-hitter from Lucas Giolito on the other side of Chicago. Then you're getting Mills today throwing a no-hitter. I mean, crazy. Albert Pujols tying Willie Mays on the year, or on the year. Yes, Willie Mays is tied with Albert Pujols for home runs. But no, Albert Pujols tying Willie Mays of all-time home runs. So definitely a historical moment for Albert Pujols. You'd wish that there would be fans in the stands to be able to see that. You kind of feel for Albert Pujols there. But yeah, the Padres, they keep on winning games. They've won 6 straight games. Mike Clevinger pitched a beauty today. But going into this next series, you got the Dodgers and the Padres. I'll be honest with you, it's a 3-game series. This Dodgers-Padres series coming up in a couple days, this could be the series of the year. Honestly. I mean, really. You got 2 teams that are just looking just really good right now, and they're both going for the division. You could go either way. You could go... a Padres sweep would give them the division lead, or, well, in this case, well, if the Dodgers win tonight, that's still going to be, actually, well, hold on, 2.5, so, I thought it was 2.5. Well, anyway, so as of right now, the Padres are 2 back, so if the Dodgers win tonight, it'll go back to 2.5, but Padres sweep, that'll have the Padres sweep, that'll have the Padres out in front in the National League West. And if the Dodgers pull off a sweep, that'll pretty much end that division. So it could go either way. You got the Padres hot, or they've won 7 straight games, actually. 7 straight games. I apologize, not 6. But the Dodgers, they're playing good baseball tonight against the Astros. Mookie Betts with a home run tonight. Oh, Josh, did you see that? Did you see the home run from Mookie Betts? I don't know if have you checked fantasy? Have you checked it? I'm not sure if you've checked. I got Mookie Betts on my team. I don't know if you checked. Just letting you know. Oh yeah, and there we go. And Alex Wood coming in, and he just struck him out. And the Dodgers, they're looking very good. They are looking very good. This is kind of what you wanted to see out of the Dodgers. Just good pitching, good offense tonight. So if we were to go to that box score there, let's get an updated look at how this game is looking tonight. So if you are just joining, we are watching Astros Dodgers. We're talking some baseball tonight. We were looking at some stats earlier. We were looking at some advanced stats earlier. But taking a look, I mean, Dodgers tonight, they had Brusdar Graterol open this game. He pitched 1 inning, huffing and puffing after 12 pitches. But the bullpen here, just look at this bullpen. So, I mean, the bullpen's done a great job tonight. Not really much from the Astros tonight. Greinke not having a great time tonight. He had an unfortunate check swing double from Will Smith, but then Mookie Betts took him deep. So big 5th inning there for the Astros. So that's pretty much been the deciding factor in this game so far, that 4-run 5th. But as of right now, you had the home run. Hold on. Where is the home run for Mookie Betts? There we go. Yeah, so Mookie Betts, he had the 2-run homer there that pretty much put this game at this point. Looks like this game is going to be put away. So Dodgers are looking very good. But yeah, let me come back to the chat. Josh, are you the Yankee fan Robbie always talks about? Pretty much, yes. James, you're a Yankees fan? I didn't know you were a Yankees fan. I actually had no idea, James, what teams you like. Huh, interesting. Let's see. Hold on, I'll come back in here. Where are we at? Yep. Jason Dominguez, man, he's going to be good. You know, Dominguez and Julio Rodriguez on the Mariners, those are 2 guys that I'm like pretty excited to see in the future. So good guys with just like a ton of potential. Isaiah Castro, Robbie, who do you think will win MVP? For the American League, I don't know. I think a lot of people wanna hop on the Shane Bieber train, I think, which honestly, I really think Shane Bieber can get some votes. I really think that. I mean, if you take a look at how Bieber has been this year for the Indians, he's been fantastic. He's 7-1, a 1.53 ERA, 2.04 FIP. But if you take a look, though, at Mike Trout is just phenomenal. Again, I mean, he's been so good. So, but the question is do you want to give the award to a pitcher? Do you want to give the award to a pitcher? That's the only thing. Voters tend not to want to give the pitchers the awards. You had Verlander win it back in 2012, I believe. So, let me move. Make that a little smaller. There we go. That's better. But yeah, right now, I mean, I don't know. Why not? Why not go Shane Bieber? Why not? Shane Bieber, to me, has just been phenomenal. He's got all the stats that you want, but they're all incredible. So moving on. Hold on, let me pull up Shane Bieber here. He's got over 14 strikeouts per 9 through 10 starts. I mean, he's not giving up really like any home runs. He's leaving a ton of guys on base. I mean, look at that. 94.7% in guys left on base. That's insane. I mean, Shane Bieber, and he's got a higher wins above replacement, at least on Fangraphs. I know Baseball Reference and Fangraphs tend to be, they tend to defer when it comes to wins above replacement. But let me go take a look. Baseball Reference. Let's see who's leading in wins above replacement over there. Here we go. Leaders. So yeah, he is actually, Bieber is on Baseball Reference leading in wins above replacement, 3.0. Well, actually, Mike Trout doesn't even rank in the top 10 on here. So, hold on, where is Trout? Where's Trout? I guess they're not ranking him as high. What was Trout's wins above replacement on Baseball Reference? They only have him at a 1.1. That's interesting. Why do they only have him at a 1.1? But he's over here, I believe he's a 2.3. It's crazy how Fangraphs and Baseball Reference, they just do not see eye to eye when it comes to wins above replacement. So, yeah, they got him at a 2.3 right here. So, but yeah, I mean, you know what? Why not? This season's weird, honestly. Just give it to Bieber, especially if the Indians make the playoffs. I mean, give it to Bieber. Bieber's been the reason why they're even in contention. But even if they don't make the playoffs, Bieber has been pretty much the reason the Indians are in it. So he's been that good. So, you know. But in the National League, I think you got to go Fernando Tatis Jr. I don't see any other guy that could take that from him. I mean, there was at one point Mike Yastrzemski was kind of making some noise there. But, I mean, he even when Mike Yastrzemski was at his best, Fernando Tatis Jr. was still ahead of him. I mean, look at this. 15 home runs, 40 RBIs. So Tatis Jr. right now he's tied for second in home runs. I believe he's fourth in RBIs. I mean, goodness. He's all over the place. Like anywhere you go on stats, Fernando Tatis Jr. is right there at the top. I mean, I definitely think you have to go with him for National League. I think you have to. I don't see how. There's no other way you can go. Now, for Cy Young, I think Cy Young is a bit of a different story. Now, if we're to take a look at Cy Young, now that's a completely different conversation. So, American League, if Bieber doesn't win the MVP in the American League, he's definitely winning the Cy Young. There's no conversation about that. Lucas Giolito's having a fine year, had the no-hitter, but Shane Bieber has been everything Lucas Giolito is and then some. But as for the National League, you have a debate. You have a debate between Jacob deGrom and Yu Darvish. You have a debate here. Where the other day on my stream, I said Jacob deGrom. I think Jacob deGrom is he's gonna win the Cy Young for the National League, and I mean honestly, he'll be the back-to-back Cy Young winner. He's been that good. He's 4-1. He's got a 1.67 ERA, a 1.95 FIP. I mean, 13 strikeouts per 9. Now, goodness gracious, this is why I would love to see an Indians-Mets World Series, Shane Bieber versus Jacob deGrom in a Game 7. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine these two in a Game 7 for the World Series? I mean, that would be amazing. So these two have just been so good this year. I mean, Bieber, where he does edge deGrom out, is strikeouts per 9. But these two have been absolutely incredible. Bieber, he's barely giving up like any fly balls. A 1.95 xFIP. Bieber's been the real deal. So, yeah, they've been a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, so, well, I don't know, guys. I don't know about this game tonight. I don't think the Astros are going to make any kind of noise. I'll tell you, ESPN's Sunday Night Baseball hasn't really been, like, it's been great, like, talking with you guys for Sunday night games, but like there has not really been much great baseball on Sunday nights. You had the Red Sox Yankees one game that was a good game. I believe the Phillies and the Braves had a good game one night, but there has not really been not very much competitive baseball in ESPN's Sunday Night Baseball. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. 5-1. It's kind of a boring game. The game pretty much was over in the 5th inning. So, I don't know. But yeah, let's pretty much kind of, for the last, few moments here, I might actually get out of here a little early today. But yeah, what are you guys saying in the chat? So, yeah, I think Shane Bieber for Cy Young. Yeah, I think so. Shane Bieber for Cy Young. Jose Abreu for MVP. Interesting. Definitely a possibility. Let's go take a look. Jose Abreu. Yeah. I mean, Jose Abreu definitely has an argument. 15 home runs, 47 RBIs. He's been awesome. I mean, honestly, he's been fantastic. In the American League, let's see where he ranks on things. Yeah, Jose Abreu, man, he ranks number 6 in wins above replacement on Fangraphs. Let me drive. Hello. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He is by far leading in RBIs. He's been nuts. Big reason why the White Sox are doing well this year. When it comes to on base, I mean, he's getting on base a decent amount, 364 on base. I mean, definitely a case for Jose Abreu. Definitely a case. He's got a 166 WRC plus. He's got a 166. Yeah, 166 WRC plus. That ranks number 4. Definitely a case for Jose Abreu. Definitely a case. I definitely see him getting some votes. Miguel Rojas is underrated. Let's go take a look at Miguel Rojas. Yeah, let me share my screen back with you guys. Miguel Rojas. Let's take a look. Yeah, Miguel Rojas, the only thing is that he was just missing games. So, I mean, right now, he's only up to 25 games. So he's missed 15 games? Something like that. But yeah, Rojas he's been playing very well. He's hitting 347 on the year, 430 on base, 533 slugging. He's been great. You'd like to see maybe some more home runs and RBIs. But, yeah, Rojas has been very good. So, definitely going to be a big reason for the Marlins if they end up getting a good spot in the playoffs. Miguel Rojas has been very good. Let's go take a look at his advanced stuff. Let's take a look. Oh, they don't really have much. Oh, all they have is sprint speed for him. They don't have anything else. They don't have barrel percentage. They don't have anything like that. I guess he was just missing so much time. So, but yeah, Miguel Rojas has definitely been a big reason for the Marlins this year. He's been very good. So what are you guys saying? What are you guys saying in the chat? Oh, is Rojas all lefties this year? Let me go back to his splits. Yeah. 500. I mean, he has had he's had double more at-bats against righties. And he's still doing fine against righties. 275 against righties, 383 on base. Definitely not a great slugging. But yeah, really all of his most of his stuff all of his good numbers are coming against lefties. 833 slugging, are you kidding? A 1.372 OPS against lefties. It's freaking nuts. Yeah, he definitely mashes lefties, that's for sure. But he has had more games against righties. So, but yeah, definitely good that he's doing good against the lefties, though. Alrighty. Sports with AJ. How do I put my screen in the corner? Well, on the Streamlabs program that I'm using, I can move it around. So it's just in my little software that I'm using. So it's been very helpful. I'm glad that I can do that. I feel bad for the Maroon Sox. Yeah, man. And I feel bad for my Red Sox, too. I wish they would keep losing so we can get a good draft pick. Marlins gonna win the World Series, man. You know, the Marlins, they just won't go away, that Marlins team. I think these teams are like, dude, what's up with this Marlins team? Can they just go away already? We take a look at the postseason standings. I mean, right now, look at the Marlins. The 5th seed. The 5th seed in the playoffs. What is going on? I mean, come on, man. 5th seed. That is nuts. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy. And they just won't go away. They got Sixto Sanchez leading the way now, man. They're doing good. I really like the Marlins this year. So, yeah, Shadows, yep. Been a Red Sox fan now. I mean, I've always been I moved to America when I was 7. I've always been a Red Sox fan since then. When I first heard of the Red Sox, I was like, oh, okay, well, I live in Massachusetts, so yeah, the Red Sox will be my favorite team. I didn't really get into the Red Sox though. I got into the Red Sox when Pedro was around, like 99, 98, when I started kind of paying attention a little bit. And then, but 2003 was when I was like fully engulfed into Red Sox baseball. I was obsessed with the Red Sox at that time. So, yeah, I think this is pretty much the Astros. Pretty much, this is their last chance to try and put something together here. I don't think they're doing anything in the 9th. So, I don't know. But alrighty, guys, I think I might get out of here a little early tonight. I'm going to try and wake up at a good time tomorrow morning, work on some videos for the week. Cool. That's awesome. That's always cool, man, when you get to meet a Major League Baseball player, Shadows. It's always fun. Daniel Wells, Cubs or Dodgers win World Series? I'd say at this point, you got to go Dodgers, man. But the Cubs do have... I think they got some decent starting pitching. Yogi Dude, where are you from, Robbie? I was born in England, and I moved to Massachusetts when I was 7, and I moved to Florida when I was 14. So, yeah, that's where I was born. I actually just became an American citizen this past year. Do you think Bo Bichette could have won MVP if he was healthy? I don't know about MVP, but I definitely think. Was he even a candidate for Rookie of the Year? I don't remember how many was he a candidate for Rookie of the Year? If he was a candidate, I definitely think Rookie of the Year could have been an option. Caleb Ferguson with a good 8th inning here. World Series probably between the Padres and Dodgers. To be honest, I'd like to say. I don't know. I'd like to think that the World Series winner is going to come out of the National League this year. I don't know why I'm kind of getting that feeling. Thanks for the stream, Robbie. I'll be back Wednesday. Got to start my Zoom call with my homies. Got a great baseball group. We talk every few days. That's awesome, man. Yeah, James. Hey, man, tell them I'm doing some streams a couple nights a week, man. If they want to come on over, they're always more than welcome. Christian Arroyo is doing well. You know, Christian Arroyo, before I get out of here, let's actually take a look, because I saw he was actually he was producing today a little bit. And he's actually getting a chance right now with the Red Sox. And this is a guy, Chaim Bloom, he swiped him up like real quick. But he has been actually been playing very well. So let's take a look. But yeah, on the year, it's hitting 286. I mean, he's had 4 games now, 14 at bats. So he's got a home run and a couple RBIs. Yeah, he's taking advantage of his chance. You know, he's still young. He's 25 years old. So this is a guy where he could end up maybe being a very valuable player for the Red Sox. So, Grand Salami, hi. Hello. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man. I'm not really seeing much else to talk about. This game is pretty much over, 5-1. Watch, I'm going to end the stream, and then they're going to come back. But now I'm going to get out of here. I want to get to bed a little earlier tonight. I'm exhausted. I had a long day today. I was trying to figure all this stuff out. I was running some errands earlier in the day. But, alrighty, guys. Well, I think that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. But, yeah, that is all I got. We had a good day of baseball today. These playoff races are getting tighter and tighter. And, yeah, so look out for this week. I got a few – I'm hoping to come out with a few videos this week. Tomorrow is a day where I really want to really get some stuff done video-wise. I have one video that I'm ready to record, and then I just have to edit it. So I'm hoping that will be out tomorrow night. And then definitely look out for a couple of more. But alrighty, everyone. I appreciate you guys coming out tonight. It's always good talking some baseball. So think that's it. Yep. Alrighty, guys. Well,